Now, okay.
Terrible. And then it's
Okay,
going to be Pesach,
mooi.
and I know it's
Ja,
going to be
mooi.
terrible, terrible, terrible.
Okay, lassen wir anfangen.
Yeah.
Meischeke knetscht an sein kindischen Stern und betracht eine Weile dem Indien. So Meischeke furrowed his childish brow and he considered the matter for a while. Heint zu Libvos Bobba macht ihr weiter Socken. So why, Bobba, for what reason, Bobba, are you once again knitting socks? Was denn soll ich tun? What else should I do? Hebt Zlata auf ihre unmittige Augen spältlich. Gott is mit dir, Meischenke, mein Gold. So she says, what else should I do? And she lifts up her sad eye.
We said slits.
Slits.
We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the matter with you, Moischenke, my dear? Die Augen meine leuchten mir nicht mehr. My eyes, I can't see with my eyes anymore.
Excuse me, can I ask, excuse me, the expression, Gott is mit dir, Moishike mein Gold. It is a question. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I misunderstood that. Thank you. I misunderstood that. Thanks.
Yeah. So my dictionary said it means what's the matter with you?
Yeah. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like a style. Everything is with God. You know.
Yeah. What
for
is with you?
Yiddish speaking people? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Atrine Leinen ken ich nicht. I can't read the prayers anymore with these eyes of mine. Die Picture Monchike äußerlich essen mir aus meine Schwarzappeln. These tiny little letters literally eating up the cornea of my eyes, but I think it means basically that she can't make out these tiny little letters in the Tchina book. As Zok machen treff ich auswendig. So to knit a sock, I can do by without looking, by heart. Ich gebe a tap mit ein finger. I feel with one of my fingers. Gap ich dem toes, and I pick up any mistake that has been made. In ein Oigafila, even when there's one stitch that's missing. Zeiner habe ich einmal euch gehabt. Malavos. I had teeth as well. Malavos, I couldn't find what that means.
Who cares? That's what my dictionary said.
Oh, okay.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? Okay. I couldn't find it.
I couldn't.
Okay. It's written here, so I must have found it somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sind kann ich kein Reue pri euch einmal nicht nehmen. Now I can't take a raw fruit. I can't bite into a raw fruit.
May I interrupt you a minute?
Yeah.
The word pri, what we read in Hebrew pri in Yiddish it is pere. And how do I know?
Yeah.
How do I know? Professor David Katz, I was in his class and I was reading like you young Pri, and he said, no, this is not Hebrew. This is Pere and Peres in a plural. So,
Okay.
and that's how it is. And he gave me other examples. So then I remember that my mother used to say, ich will essen a pere. And I thought that, I thought she didn't know Hebrew enough to say pri. But yeah, but this is what David Katz said. So I said to him, by whose rule? He said, no rules. This is how Jews have been speaking for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Pere. So,
Okay.
okay.
What other example did he give you of that kind?
I have to say,
Okay,
I'll
you'll
probably
think of it
remember.
another
Yeah,
time.
that's, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. In the plural, Paris, I would have read it correctly. But
Oh,
in
you
the
see,
sense
yeah,
of-
so yeah, he went with,
yes.
he says, this is what he says, Peres, and Peres is, yeah, we say Peres, because
Yeah.
that we agree, and singular is Pere.
is
Und
Paris.
kann alles. You know, with him you cannot argue, so.
Yeah.
Okay. go ahead.
Okay. So, is ich ervaar gebackte äppelig. And for that reason, I eat baked apples. Willst du efter noch an Äppele? Neem Mäuschenke. Schäm sich nicht. So do you want to have another apple? Take one Mäuschenke. Don't be shy. Ich will dir helfen. I'll help you. Mir is schön Soine Israel bitter geworden in Hals redendig. So my throat has become very dry. And the Soine Israel, enemies of Israel, it should happen to them. My throat has become very dry for talking so much. Als ich der Mann sich, wie ich bin elend auf der Welt, wird mir gleich bitter und finster. When I remember how lonely I am in this world, my life becomes bitter and dark. Und chayet sich mit gebackt Äppele, kehrt sich Zlata Erev Tafshilin zu ihr Sock und zu ihr übergerissenem Schmutz. So after Zlata had recovered from what this feeling that she had before by eating the baked apple, she returned to knitting her sock and the interrupted discussion. Moshe guckt sich herum. Moshe looked around, will Sprung tun und antläufen von der Nudotte. So he wanted to jump up and run away from this tediousness, from the boredom. Nor sein Euro, der habt gleich a Wort, was riert ihm on, ungeweitigten Pinterlich in Herzen, und bleibt sitzen. So he caught him a word which touched a sore point in his heart, and he remained sitting. Voran macht Zlata, als solche Eltern, was warfen weg ihre Kinder und fuhren weg in Amerika. So Zlata said, there are that kind of parent who discard their children and they leave, they travel away to America. Bei mir is verkehrt, Moishinka. Meine Kinderlich, so it's with me, it's the other way around. My children, and he interrupts her, Zest, Boba, schluckt ihr Moishinka plötzlich über. Mein Tata und Mama seien euch in Amerika? So he asks her, he interrupts her suddenly, and he says, he asks her, are my parents also in America? Mit Anstrengung hebt Zlata auf dem betichelten Kopf und in ihre Augen spältlich spiegelt sich ob ein kindischer Penemel mit strenger Mäulwinkeln und mit ongechmurrte reutele Bremen. So with effort, Zlata lifts up her kerchief-covered head, and the slits of her eyes are reflected in her her childish little expression on her face, and the corners of her mouth are reflected in her childlike face, and in her morose reddish eyebrows. Die Augen seien scharf und durchdringend. Her eyes are sharp and piercing. Although she can't really see through the eyes, to the other person, they look as though they are sharp and piercing. Die kindische Lippen seien verschnürt. Her childlike lips are pursed together. Ha, deine zertummelte sie sich. Wie hast du gesagt? So, what, yours? She stutters. What did you say? Meine Tate Mama seien euch in Amerika. Are my parents also in America? Efshe Moishinka. Min hastama. Was epis mitamol? So she answers him, perhaps Moishinka. Probably they are, but why do you ask such a thing suddenly? Dan Mumme Stere und Vetter Kiva, Asa Yoraf mir, wie sie seien a Sach besser wie andere Tate Mamas, wie andere Mamas Läuferkes was. So your Aunt Stere and your Uncle Kiva, I should have such nice people. They are much better than other vagabond mothers. Was a weggeworfen, a lebendige Kind unter a Ganek ist bei sie wie bei mir a wärmdig Äppele ausgeworfen, weggeworfen. And that kind of mother who throws away her living child under a porch, to me, such a person is, such a thing is like, for me, to throw away a wormy apple. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
She hits right at the point but he opens it. You see, he's right there. He's right
Yeah.
there. He's right. It's always with him. It's always with him.
Yeah.
It
Of course,
doesn't leave him.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, okay, Nechama.
okay. My mama,
Ta'amoid.
ja, mooi, hey. Mein Mama hat mich euch also weggeworfen. My mother threw me away. Tfu, tfu. Was drommelt sich dir in Kopf, Moisheken? What are you talking about? What's spinning in your head, Moisheken? Noch a selche Mama seinen voran. But such mothers are everywhere. West älter werden, wirst du wissen. When you get older, then you'll know. Moisheke tracht a weile. Moisheke thinks for a little while. An act, de Wachsene Menschen. This is some kind of ridiculous behavior from the adults. Alle legen sie ihm op auf später. Everybody is always putting him off till later. Alle kashias auf später. Im kashas. All the questions are to later. Interesting. Read recently one of Bashevis's remembrances, stories about his father's court, and he says the same thing, that he was interested in so many things, but everybody said, when you get older, you'll understand this. You'll know more later.
Yeah, that's what they told me too when I was a child. When you'll be older.
Unfortunately, we got older and we still don't know.
Yeah, they always said, you have time.
Right. The Zeit lebt. Im Glutz zu wissen als was man behalt von ihm. He wants to know everything, and everything they are hiding from him. Nur muss warten und warten. He has to wait and wait. Baba, git hast du gesagt, als ich will werden älter, will ich euch fahren in Amerika? Baba, when he asks, he makes a hasty statement. When I get to be older, I'll also travel to America. Wirst euch fahren? Was wirst du dorten tun? You're going to go there? What will you do there? Ich will dort suchen mein Mamen, mein emisse Mama. I'll go there and I'll look for my mother, my real mother. Suchen wirst du, dein emisse Mama. You're going to look for your real mama. 17, 18, 19. Mir fall dein Keppele. Moisheke, a chochem bist du. You're a smart kid, Moisheke. She's right about that. Nur bleib schon besser du. No, but better that you stay here. In America, it's schlecht zu leben. It's very difficult to live in America. That's not true. It's easy, certainly.
Yeah.
Men arbeit dorten, yes, this I know. In men arbeit dorten Shabbos. They work there on Shabbos. Heint is dorten glatt schlecht. Today, there it is just completely bad. Do is no de priestav asone Yisrael. Here in the Pale of the Settlement, I guess it wasn't anymore at that time. It's just the police officer who was a hater of Israel. Dort seien sie alle Rashoim. There, they're all bad. Now, this gets into something that I really had trouble understanding. Maybe you'll help me. For a trunk bramfen, wirst du die dortige Goyim nicht aufkaufen. There, for this part I understood. There, for a little, you'll pay off the Russian officer with a little bit of schnapps. That doesn't work there. You're not going to buy all the Goyim off that way. For yet vedel ganevele was men ganevet, heist men dorten a kushtun an eisener schicksal. Okay. Now, this means for every small thievery that you do there, you have to there, that is to say in America, kiss an iron shiksa, an iron non-Jewish woman.
And
A
I
shik-
made-
I understand it.
What is
Maybe
it?
what she's saying is that Eisner Shikse, maybe she means the Statue of Liberty. Maybe she means something in the church. They want you to really to betray your religion. You want to kiss it. I don't know. Yeah.
I understood it as being the door of a cell in prison.
Ah, maybe that's right. And an Eisener Schicksal.
Ah,
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
I've been to prison so long ago, so I forgot.
Today the
Yeah.
prisons aren't like that, you know, it's not that way anymore. A Schicksal, Azoi is Dolten, gemacht von Heule Eisen. The Schicksal there is made from pure iron. So maybe the difference is that here you get out of it by giving the Russian officer a little bit of liquor. And here they're going to put you, in America that is, they're going to put you in an iron cell. So that goes with what Yankov said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God we have
yeah.
Yankov here. Otherwise, we
Oh,
wouldn't know
in many
about-
ways. That's why I'm already in oval about next week. Krasavitzer, no, a beauty. Nor wie men git ihre Kusch, effen sie euch an eisernem Mäul und beißt ob dem Kopf. I didn't, but when you give her, she is a beauty, the Russian word, or Slavic, but when you give her a kiss, she opens her mouth and she bites off your head. Ot was America is. This is what America is. I don't know.
Yeah, may I interrupt a minute? I have a question.
Certainly.
Class,
We're here.
there's about one phrase here.
Yeah.
What was it?
Look, she has a lot of Narishkeit in her head. Yeah.
No.
It will come back. to
It'll
you.
come. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
She has a lot of ideas in America about America altogether with her children and their Black servants and this also. So Moisheka is der Schizit von Azara Rashus. Moisheke Rishus, there's a good example.
Rishus.
He's shocked by such badness. Klärt a Minute, noch sagt sehr anschlossen. He thinks for a minute, and then he says something very determinedly. Ich will kein Moire nit. I'm going.
Ichel.
I'm not going to be afraid. As ichel sein groß, will ich fahren. When I'm going to be big, I am going to travel. Westfahren. Oh, you're going to travel. Gibt's later noch. Ich will schon nicht fahren, Moisheke mein Gold. You're going to travel, but me, I'm stuck here. Moisheke, my dear one, I'm going to remain here. Aber du Westfahren, but you're going to go. We can fahren and kommen zurück. You can go and come back. Ich bet nur bei Gott, ich soll der Leben begleiten dir zum Parachod. I'm asking God that I will live long enough to accompany you to the steamer. Kein große Pekelach. will ich dir nicht mitgeben. I'm not going to give you a lot of big packages. Nur a halbe Tutz vor dem Sorgen für meine Kinder wirst du schon müssen nehmen. But just not a big package, but I'm going to give you a half dozen of cotton stockings for my children to take with you. Ein Tutz, no, just one dozen. Sollen sie dorten vernutzen Gesundheit? May they use them in good health. Wes das nehmen, Moisheke? What, you're going to take it, Moisheke? Moisheke öffnet euch a paar blaue, verwunderte Augen. Weiter sorgen. Moisheke, our little genius here, opens up his big blue, wondrous eyes, and he says, again stockings, again socks. Als geht bei ihr euch zu sorgen. By der Boba's Latin, everything returns to socks for her. She doesn't know anything else. Ich will nehmen, but I'll take it. Und in Hals in Trachdale, as sie is taka narish vater. And in his heart, he thinks that she is indeed silly padding here. Und Efsha is an emes, was men der zelt, as sie hat sich beneirischt mit den Erub Tavshilim, in was die Narrigkeit besteht, based nicht. And maybe it's really true, what they talk about here in Zavalek, that she did make herself silly with her Erub Tavshilin. But what exactly this means, he doesn't know. As wird älter werden, wird das mistoma euch wissen. When he gets to be older, then he'll understand this also. Und hinter der Wentel in Zlates Heiske schaut euch dem Weberes Kohl, welche strahlt sich übersingen dem Weiberchen. So from under the wall of Zlata's house.
Behind.
Oh, I learned that word from you people.
It's not like under. Yeah, it's not like
in the slaughterhouse, behind the Hinton.
Yeah.
The voice of the weaver, weaver's voice, which is trying to oversing the voice of his wife. Azoi the Akatz lekt Schmetene und wie an Indik schlingt Halkes. That's the song, that just the way a cat licks cream and a turkey eats halkas. I never knew that. Moishke benutzt, what? Knedler, yeah. Dumplings. Moishke benutzt sich mitten hefferdicken Gesang. Moishke makes use of this inappropriate singing, welche fällt plötzlich rein in Zlates Banimusdickerei, which falls suddenly in Zlata's, I don't know what that word means.
That's, Naim. That's Naim. You know the expression Naim me'od.
In her
pleasant.
Naim
is pleasant.
Very nice.
Okay. Pleasurable.
Thank you.
Pleasant.
Yeah, in her delightful speech. And il nudne Zeilenisch von Eugen, and her is it boring or continuing counting of eyes, mit ein flinker Bewegung warft Arribe die robgehangene Boveslach übern Fensterschwell zurück auf de Gas. So he uses this moment of the singing to, and with one agile move, he throws himself over with his overhanging barefoot feet over the window ledge onto the street. Hop, a Sprung und gemacht Fies. A spring and he's out. Entläuft von Zlate Socken bis a zweiten Mol. He runs from Zlate's socks bis a zweiten Mol. I don't want to, why from a zweiten?
Until next time.
Another time.
Yeah.
Und der Weber ist heftig Gesangele jogt ihm noch, and the inappropriate singing of the weaver moves him along. Azoi is mein Lieber, zerkrochen geworden, wie Bäumel or Wasser, tararam, tararam, tararam. So has my love become moldy or broken or
faded, disappeared, went to pieces.
Like oil on water, on water.
Can I say something?
Well, we leave Zlata. Zlata was a beautiful interlude.
Yeah, well, when you read Eugen, you said eyes, and last time I said about Eugen last, and you Americans told me that Eugen for knitting is stitches, but you said now eyes. But
well, just because I was doing it too literally, I think it is stitches. I think Golden knows more about knitting than I do.
Yeah, and
I tried
also,
once and I didn't succeed.
In Hebrew, when you knit, you also say a nine. Yeah, you know, a nine. So, yeah. But you now made the same mistake that I did.
I consider that a great honor and privilege. Now you go on to Reb Karpel the Sofer und sein Tate.
Oy vey, abroch zu mir.
Not it's an amazing section.
Isn't it? You know, I want to tell you something, but don't tell anybody. It's a secret that I tell only you. While I was reading this, you know, this past week, I almost went and gave Schneur a kiss.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. I mean, you know, it's the way, because of certain lines, I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Reb Karpel Sofer und sein Tate. Mehr wie alle anderen Schreinim interessiert Moscheke, der Jünger Sofer Karpel ruft man ihn, wenn es heißt, es steht verquetscht mit ihrer blinde Wervene Wend zwischen Wigder, dem Waldzeucher, und Zlate ruft auf Schwillen. Mo this sentence construction here is exactly the opposite the way it is in English. What he wants to say here, that of all the other houses over there, it is Reb Karpel, the scribe, that interests Moisheke more than anybody else's. The subject here is the house of the Sofer. But the way it's written, mehr wie alle andere Schreinim interessiert Moisheke der Jünger Sofer Karpel, wenn es heißt, what interests Moisheke,
I think you would translate.
House? Whose house?
Whose house?
Whose house? That's what the sentence is talking about. Whose house is standing here as tucked in with its walls that are blind. I don't know why walls are blind, but bervene, I understand it's a wooden.
Beamed.
Beamed,
Beamed.
okay, beamed, okay. So that's what interests him, whose house it is. This house, that beamed house, the house, what is the house that is between the house of Vigder, the wood
The timber
merchant,
merchant.
the timber merchant. I know, I remember how you said it.
But I actually, if I can respectfully disagree, I think the sentence is mehr wie alle andere Schreinen. The interest is in the sofer. And he says, the one whose house, very important to Schneer to describe. I remember when we first read about Zavalik, I said, we could draw a map of the neighborhood. He brings you into it through this description of where the houses are. But the interest here is on Carpel, I think. This very strange.
I don't agree.
All right. Reasonable people can disagree.
Carpel is just the
all right, anyway.
Okay, anyway, yeah.
We can, that's the beauty of literature. We can discuss it, but I think that
no, that's grammar, but okay. I'll look at it some more, and I
all right, we can talk about it more.
Some more. And because I am 100% sure that I'm right as usual.
All right.
But
I am happy to discuss it. I love the discussion.
I want to think how to talk about it. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So anyway, as I think it talks here about the curiosity of Moshe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Asod hängt über Reb Karplen via Vorhang. Und alle in Zavulek haben ein bisschen mehr erfahren. There is a secret that is hanging over Reb Karplen that scribe like a screen. And everybody in Zavulek, they all are a little afraid of him. Die Schrenim schusten sich auf die Prives. The neighbors are schusten is they are shaking.
Whispering.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, we had this.
It sounds like it's a word that shush. It sounds
yeah, but it's whisper. You are right.
Yeah.
So, the neighbors are whispering. On the, this is what I found in the dictionary on the prefecture. On the prefecture.
No, I think on the benches.
Yeah, the earthen benches outside a house.
What benches?
Made out of earth. Made out of earth.
Okay.
Earthen.
I understand.
Sit out there.
Yeah.
And talk.
Yeah. I think maybe we use the same dictionary, but maybe different editions.
Sure.
As the Sofer is a Gechapter, the scribe is taken by something. That's another word from really for somebody who has a mental problem.
My dictionary said that it's a pejorative word, and it means someone who is a leftist.
A leftist?
One who is influenced by the revolution, the revolutionary idea.
Yeah, that is,
interesting.
yeah, you know,
Interesting.
yeah. I think that in this case, your dictionary knows. Yeah, because I came by this word in regard to this issue, this political issue you're talking about, and they call him gehabter in another Yiddish work. Yeah. A mother did not want that her son marry somebody, a woman who was like a gehabte. Yeah. Your dictionary knows. What can I say?
So it's a revolution. Well, you know, there were historically, when you hear the word chopper, I always think about the time of Nicholas I and when they were chopping the children.
No,
But
no,
I don't think
this is a
not here.
gehabte.
Yeah, this
It's
is
like
yeah. Very good. Thank you. That's very interesting.
Yeah. The way I thought of it, I understood it as someone who's someone who's a little tralalala. That means he's a little out of it. That's how I saw it.
I thought of it as somebody a little bewitched.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's
bewitched.
what I thought. Yeah, like there's
but what Yankov's saying is more reality based than just my idea,
but then again, maybe what Yankov is saying is right, but maybe they used, you know, in this place they use this word for bewitched. That's
yeah,
you know, because I feel that's like bewitched. Instead of saying there is a meshuggah, so it's bewitched, you know. Yeah. Okay, no, was heißt gehabter? Das weiß Moshe nicht. Nicht einmal ist schon zugestanden zu Mume Scheren, sie soll ihm sagen, was das meint. Was das meint. Not one time he asked, he confronted Aunt Scherer, she should tell him what it means. Aber etwas allemal dreht sich die Mumme heraus und kein klaren Antwort gibt sie nicht. But always the aunt always comes out of it, and she doesn't give him a clear answer. A gehabte macht sie is a stickel meshugener. That's how I understood it. This is what I thought. Now I thought that a gehabter is someone who's caught by a dibek, like you say, bewitched. Is gehabt geworden by a dibek. He is not in control of his faculties because he has a dibek in him. That's how I understood it. Yeah, it's the dibek thing. Yeah. No, it's the ways to show it. Oh no, now you know what it is. No, Moishke hat sich seine Verdachten. Moishke has his own suspicions. Über ein Stückel Meshugenem darf man sich also nicht schuschken. Regarding such a crazy person, you don't have to whisper that much. Kun a Meshugenem lacht man euch auf den Kohl. If it's a crazy person, you laugh at him loudly. Inglach warfen a viele noch Steine. Boys even throw stones at him. For Reb Kaplan, ot men a kapelle moire with Reb Kaplan, they are afraid a little bit. Smooth up a sign, ignore go another zach. It must be something else. than this.
Hmm.
Die zwei Fensterlach beim Säufer seinen Punkt so niedrig wie bei Zlatan sein Schochente. The two windows at the scribe's house as low as at Zlate's house, his neighbor, the Zlate, the scribe's neighbor. Even nog niedriger, maybe even lower. Warum die Fensterschwellen seien eingegroben in der Erde, because I think the frames of the windows, that's how I understand it. A Schwelle is a threshold, right?
Yeah, but with a window, I think you're right. It's a
Window
The
ledge.
window, or maybe the window pane.
ledge.
The
Yeah.
window ledge.
Mhm.
Oh, the window lid. Okay.
Ledge. Ledge.
Ledge.
Ledge. Ledge. Ledge.
So what's a window pane? Die zwei Fensterlach beim Säufer seinen Punkt so niedrig wie bei Zlate sein Schreine. Eben noch niedriger, warum die Fensterschwellen, ja, seinen
Yeah, that's what you want.
eingegroben in der Erde, because the window ledges,
Ledges.
I'm sorry, the window ledges are buried, eingegroben, you know, they are buried in the earth. Men soll sich nicht hitten, wenn man soll sich nicht hitten, wenn ein Fenster ist offen, kann man in ihr reinfallen wie in a grob rein. If you're not careful, when a window is open, you can fall you can fall down like into a mine.
To a pit.
A
Yeah.
pit.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
grub.
Okay.
A group. A group.
My dictionary said a mine.
Well, you know, in Groberein. Don't think about it. It's too bad to think about.
Okay. I don't want to be there. Huh?
No, not yet.
No. Noch Schreinen von Zavule seien schon gewohnt und halten sich von Säufers Fensterlach on a Sei. But the neighbors of Zavule, they are already used to this, and they keep themselves away from the windows of the scribe. They keep aside from it. Okay. Zu ein Fenster ist zugespart a Tischel mit a bräuner Felchel von a Kälbel anstatt a Tischtach. To one window, there's next to one window, there is a table with I understood it that's like a skin of a calf. Instead of a tablecloth. Now,
Very strange. Very modern. Sehr modern.
Yeah, it's it is crazy. It's frightening. After Horigkeit von Pelchel on the hair or hairiness of this this skin liegt a gelbliche vermetene Jerie. There's a spread a yellow parchment of a Sefer Torah, or
of a sheet of that will be a Sefer Torah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. Thank you. Yeah. Oder een niederschriebene mezuzah, or a mezuzah that wasn't written yet. That wasn't written in it. Von oben in das Stück Parmet zugepresst mit ein eiserne Prent. Soll liegen gleich und von unten mit dem Säufers Orem oder mit sein magerer Hand.
Yeah. Okay.
On top of this piece of this sheet that Janke was saying, yeah,
The parchment.
that sheet of parchment, yeah, there is a
It's like
print. I found it's an iron,
like a rod, like a stick,
rod or
that
a
keeps
bar.
it down.
Yeah.
A bar,
Okay.
so that the paper lies flat.
I see.
So he has to do his work. He has to do his work.
I never ever get the technological things. Doesn't.
Yeah, no, but it's like the paper is held down with this bar, so it lies
Yeah.
straight. And from under, unten, here I'm right,
Yeah.
there's the sofer's arm. He puts his hand or his arm underneath, and on the top he has this bar. I guess he puts
Yeah,
his
yeah,
left hand
yeah.
underneath, and then he writes with his right hand.
Yeah, and well, yeah, and what is important is that the right hand is skinny,
Well,
mager hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the skinny hand. Well, he doesn't need
Yeah.
a drink. We know this.
Yeah, whose turn is it now?
No, you read a little. You have hardly
Okay.
said.
Okay, mit der genesenen Feder schreibt
Ergänzenem.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, mit der gänsenen Feder schreibt tut in a moire dicke schwarzen Tint und schreibt. He writes with the wing, the feather of a goose, and he puts it into the ink, into a ink that is fearfully black, and
Mhm,
he writes.
mhm.
Says you class, you are translating into your native tongue. I'm translating into
Okay.
a language that I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, es ist nicht geschrieben, nor geperlt. It's not written, it is shimmered. It's from the word pearl, the stone.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Schwarze, vierkantige Äußjes ziehen sich on auf a tief ungewirrter Schure. Letters with that have 4 angles. They are stretching on a tief ungefähr on a deeply, is it, I don't understand this.
Yeah, it's on the parchment.
Mhm.
They take
Yeah.
a blunt instrument and
Yeah.
they make a line, and then they
Uh-huh.
write the letters on that line. And it's a line made with a blunt instrument.
Mhm.
Of course, I couldn't understand it. And you say that you're not at all.
He denies it. Lame,
Ich
like this.
bin nicht kein Rav. Ich habe ein Wörterbuch Und ich gucke rein im
No, no,
Wörterbuch
no,
und
no, no, no.
sagt ja aus.
Aber das darf man wissen, wegen Steuer schreiben. Ich habe das einmal gelernt oder gesehen.
Gesehen,
Gesehen,
gehört.
nicht gelernt.
Gesehen. Ich habe mal solche Sachen nicht gesehen.
All right,
Ich
so
bin,
now,
ich bin gewesen im Militär. Ja. Oisies mit 3 Zändel dicke Kräunglach mit zeugene Deferlach. Als solche Oisies seinen Gor in Sider Nito. Letters like this are not in the Sider. Also, these letters are with three crowns that are toothy crowns with stretched out roofs.
The tops of the letters are
Yeah.
stretched.
Yeah,
they're decorated.
Yeah,
He's very
decorated.
talented, this Sophia.
Yeah. Arbeitet fleißig, Reb Karpel, und guckt keinem nicht an. He works fast, and he doesn't look at anybody. Meg wenn viele zugehen neuend und zugucken, schau es lang, wie schreibt sich bei ihm und wie spellt sich. It's possible even to approach him and to watch him for long hours, to watch how he writes, how es schreibt sich bei ihm, how it's written by, this is Yiddish, how he writes and how it becomes, how his writing becomes like pearls.
You mean when you say, wie es schreibt sich bei ihm, how would you translate it?
Yeah,
How it goes by him. How does it go by you?
Yeah, how, I don't think that in English you can say how it's how they look, how his writing is coming along.
Yeah, how it goes.
Okay, this
by
is
you.
the
Yeah.
English. Okay, how his writing is coming along. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
McCann Gain.
Okay.
Weiter. Oh,
Okay, yeah. So you can stand there and look at him for a long time, and he doesn't say a word unless unless you cover the light of day for him.
No, you
Okay.
block.
You block. Thank you.
Rochala.
She's
you're
muted.
verstummt.
Are you there, Rachel?
You're muted. Du bist verstummt.
Bin a Stumme.
Ja.
Nicht der Stimme.
Yeah.
Okay, go now. Demost hebt der.
Damals hebt auf die gänzene Feder und geht einfach mit der modernen Mine von Prickerkeit. Aber reden nicht. That is description of a crazy person. At that time, if you block the light, then he lifts his goose feather, and he waves with a strange with a strange movement of it is strangeness,
Unpleasantness.
unpleasantness. Okay, yeah.
With this,
I know. I see. Now I don't know anything because I'm not holding the book. I'm holding the computer. The book.
okay.
You think I know something? My book does. I know. I knew that I wrote. No, it's in the book. Yeah.
Friedlichkeit.
Yeah. So Amina,
Yeah.
Amina is an expression
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
with an expression of
Mine-
unpleasantness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mine is an expression. Yeah. Mine is like a grimace. No.
Mm. Yeah, can be.
Yeah. Something. I mean, a grimace. Yeah. Aber reden redet nicht. But to talk, he doesn't talk. Tritt auf der nicht gerufene Schotten von sein Fenster, also tut sich weiter rein mit Leib und Leben in gewirrten Parmet. So, okay. So once the uninvited person, uninvited shadow moves away from his window, then he once again delves into the lined that lined sheet with
Parchment.
Leben that's with enthusiasm, I think with energy,
Mm.
renewed energy into his work. Atunkein Tinterl und geschrieben, Atunkein und geschrieben. He puts it into the ink holder and writes, and again and repeats this action. Etwas wie wohl gewollt der Trinken in der flüssiger Schwarzkeit sein Morschheure. A schwere Machschobe was drückt him. It's as if he wanted to drown in that blackness of the ink his own bad mood, his own depression. It's a heavy thought that is bothering him.
Mm.
He drowns her, he drowns it, the feather, and he takes it out. And again, this is a repetition of what he said before, this sentence. Again, he's saying it in a little bit, he's playing with the words here. Into that ink holder, he drowns her, and then he puts it again on the parchment.
Mhm.
Punkt wieder Tatinke seiner aid. And this is what people say. Just like his father, his own father, ate there before, and this is how people talk about it. Azoi shushken sich die Schchenim. This is how the neighbors are whispering. Das Weiterdicke wird verschwommen in a Versäudigkeit. The what is further, what the rest of that information disappears into a secretiveness. Und was noch eider is geschehen, what happened before, that's before, either before, there's no sentence completion on this. Those ways Moshe can, because they don't talk about it, they just say before and they don't complete the sentence. You want me to continue? You want to finish?
Marcia, how is it by you? How is it by you? To use the Yiddish
Me?
expression.